Hi guys, my name is Jordan and we're back with another episode of my Lepacy challenge, episode 6. And yes, it is a voiceover episode, so you get to see Sunny, my little baby angel puppy princess. So yeah, last episode, I guess the real only big event that happened was Parker moving out of the house and in with his parents. And this morning, Everest wants to skip school, but he also wants to stay on the honor roll. But that is -2 out of 3 days right now, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Also, Nova has work today. I wish I could remember what level in her career she's at, but I know we're really close. And I want to figure out something for Everest to do today since I'm going to let him skip school. He wants to become friends with Desiree and meet someone new. So we can try work on that. But it's going to have to be later in the day because she's most likely going to be at school. And Sierra is sleeping in a little bit. I guess it's only 6:30, but you know, she's usually up by now. And then Sierra also wanted to skip school. I accidentally clicked out of it or got rid of that want, but then I realized she probably should go to school because she hasn't had her first day of school yet, and I want to have Sierra meet other children in the town. So she's heading out now. The mail lady has been throwing our bills on the ground instead of putting them in the mailbox, and I don't know, I've been finding that annoying. And then Nova got a little opportunity to promote the military, and for her being a workaholic, I went ahead and locked that in. She won't earn any career performance increase from this, but she will earn simoleons. And then Everest rolled a want to group up with JJ Hart, another teen in the town, so I locked that in, and maybe they can meet up later. And this completely surprised me. While Sierra was at school, she rolled the wish to beat up someone. And I was confused because I didn't know until now that this was something kids could do in The Sims 3. So I definitely had to lock that in. Alright, everyone is back. It's about 3:30 now. So I had Everest call up JJ and invite him out. He accepted, which I was kind of surprised because they don't have much of a relationship. And I also sent Sierra to the park as well, so we can find a kid to beat up. So while Everest and JJ were talking, I came across Leah, I believe her name is. So I had Everest introduce himself because he wants to meet someone new, but I guess they already know each other from high school, so that didn't count. But I think I had them keep chatting anyways. And Everest ranks Leah a 7 out of 10. So I had Sierra greet Nicholas Alto rudely and went right ahead and beat him up. And she lost, which shocked me. Oh my gosh. So obviously we tried again. And she won this time. But I guess when you beat someone up in The Sims, it completely drains all your needs. So I went ahead and sent her right home after that. So Everest has been hitting it off pretty well with Leah, but I wanted him to meet someone new before he heads home, so he can meet Harley also. And then once everyone was home, they pretty much just went to bed. And then it looks like Parker paid his child support, which is good that we're getting income from at least one of the baby daddies. So, I don't know. He's a cheater, but at least he pays his bills. Okay, I went ahead and fast forwarded to the next morning. It is Tuesday, so I'm gonna have Nova get up and make some breakfast. And yesterday, Everest rolled the want to learn the guitar skill, so I bought another guitar for them. And then I got this weird pop-up saying Everest is going through a mood swing or something, or like he's a little bit snippy. And I thought that came with Generations. Actually, I know that comes with Generations, but I think I have a mod in my game that may be giving that pop-up. But there's no moodlet from it. And then because Nova wants to become best friends with Ileana, Parker's mom, I went ahead and sent her over to their house, and yes, Parker is still living with them. But then she left for work, so it was completely pointless, but I can't say I didn't try. So instead, I had Nova work on her garden because she's wanting to improve that skill. At this point, I had just restarted my game, which is why all their faces are gone from the UI. Unfortunately, it took me a while to figure out what was the culprit of this lag problem I was having. I didn't realize that the game wasn't recognizing my graphics card, so I promise it does get better, but not for the next couple of episodes that were pre-filmed. While Everest was at school, he wanted to become friends with Helena and learn her sign, Helena Alto. And even though Everest was the one who became a business partner with the restaurant last episode, I believe, we still get to collect the deeds in Nova's name. So that's nice. We got 850 simoleons from that. So Everest invited Helena over and she agreed to that. I was pretty surprised. Quite a bit of time has passed without Helena actually coming over, and it looked like she was stuck in the school because she definitely should have been out of there at this time. So I invited her over again and she said, "Sorry, I don't feel like coming over right now." Bitch, please. So then we invited Daniela Ursine over instead, since Everest is wanting to become friends with her. Yes, I did give her a makeover. And I'm glad I did because I like her little makeover. Also, she needed one. It wasn't even an option. I usually don't like to waste my CC hairs on townie sims, especially if we don't really know them, but this hair fit so perfectly with her that I had to use it. And she must really like Everest because she asked if he wanted to become friends with her right away. So that's a good sign. And then Everest wanted to form a group with her, so we went ahead and did that. And it turned into a date very quickly. Everest ranks Daniela a 7 out of 10. And then all of a sudden she says, "I need to go home now. Bye." Okay, bye. Whatever. But Everest is tired anyways, so we sent him to bed and everyone else is sleeping. So that was it for Tuesday. Alright, Nova is up. It's Wednesday today. I went ahead and searched up what level squadron leader is, and that is level 8. So I really hope she gets a promotion today. And she in fact did get a promotion, so that puts her at military level 9 Top Gun. So now that Everest is done with school for the day, I know that he wants to go on an actual date this time with, I can't remember her name, Daniela. So I think I'm gonna send them to the park because he also has a want to play guitar in the park as well. So I think that could be cute. So then I had him try ask her out on a date, but it says that Everest doesn't know anyone well enough. I figured that this might be because she aged up into a young adult, but she is still a teenager, so I was very confused. So instead, I sent Everest to the bookstore to get a part-time job, so that will fulfill that want. And then after that, I sent Everest across the street to the park, and I think I ended up inviting Daniela over to the park to try bypass this problem I've been having with trying to ask her on a date. And he was able to ask her on a date in person, so I'm happy that that worked out. And then as they were flirting with each other, having a pretty decent date, this other teen walked up and got pissed off. Daniela has a boyfriend, which I was completely unaware of. But I had Everest keep flirting with her because that's not Everest's problem. Nova spent her evening working out at the gym because she's really needing to increase her athletic skill in order to reach level 10. She made a lot of progress, but she didn't end up gaining a point. Everest and Daniela are done with their date now. They just got done watching a movie. It wasn't a great date, but it wasn't horrible, so I count that as a win. And right when Everest got home from their date, Daniela aged up into a young adult. So I am glad that they got to go on one last date before she aged. Okay, and I went ahead and fast forwarded to the next day. It's Thursday, both the kids have school obviously, but Nova doesn't have work today, so I'm going to use this off day for her to gain a athletic point, which didn't take long. And that should definitely give her a nice little boost into reaching the next level. And now she wants to become more muscular, so I sent her to the, I don't know what you call that, little weightlifting machine. I also don't know why that old guy is wearing camo. I don't have any CC for elders, so I really can't tell you why that is happening. Okay, and it looks like Sierra wants to beat up another person, specifically Betty, which is Everest's half-sister. So I'm gonna send Sierra over there. But then I was like, Betty's a teenager. I didn't know kids could fight other kids in this game, but I really didn't think that kids could beat up teenagers. So, another moment of surprise for me. And I wasn't surprised to see Sierra lose that battle. She's much younger than Betty. But of course I had her try again, and Sierra won this time. Okay, it is the next day. Everyone was super tired pretty early last night, so I just went ahead and fast forwarded. Nova has work today, but she'll have the rest of the weekend off, and then Sierra will be aging up on Sunday. And Everest got a want to buy a new TV. Usually I ignore these types of wants, but I'm sick of repairing the TV that we had all the time, so I got a new one. I'm really crossing my fingers for Nova getting a promotion today. While she was at work, she got an opportunity to stay at work late. So obviously, I accepted it. So Everest took the bus to school, but he didn't go inside the school. He decided to play guitar instead. His school performance is horrible, so I made sure to send him in for a little bit. Nova's done with work. She is so close to getting a promotion, but we didn't get one today. However, she is friends with Dustin, and that is her boss now. So I went ahead and sent her over to his house to try schmooze her way into reaching the top of her career track. Nova's new career outfit is giving baddie. I love it. So I had them talk for quite a while. Maybe I'm just impatient with things, but she never got the option to ask for a promotion. However, she did have the option to ask for a raise, so I at least was able to do that. So when Nova was done with that, I had her talk to Ileana, and they became best friends, completing another wish of Nova's. Okay, and it is Saturday now. Nova and Sierra are up. She's helping Sierra with her homework because she wants to see her age up well. And Nova also wants to throw a birthday party for her, so we will be doing that tomorrow. So my plan for Saturday is to send Nova to the gym because she wants to become muscular. For Everest, he has mainly relationship wants, and then Sierra wants to beat up a teenager named Rob. No idea who he is, and she doesn't know him either. So that's kind of weird. I had Everest invite Helena out. She denied, so that sucks because Everest wants to learn her sign. So instead I had him invite JJ Hart out again. And Sierra wanted to go to the park too, so I sent her with. Here is JJ Hart's amazing new young adult outfit. That is sarcasm. I hate it. So I changed it. Okay, and Nova gained a athletic point, but she didn't become more muscular. I will not complain though, because increasing her athletic skill is only going to help her more in her career. And then I saw Helena was at the gym in the swimming pool, so Everest and JJ are at a movie right now, but I'm going to send them to the gym after they're done with that. And hopefully Helena is still here. Everest couldn't even introduce himself without Helena finding him awkward. I wonder if it's because we have asked her to meet up so many times, with her denying every single time. So she probably thinks Everest is weird. But he did manage to learn Helena's sign. She is an Aries and they are compatible. And I believe Everest rated her a 7 out of 10 for looks. So at this point, I had everyone head home. It's been kind of a long day, but a successful one. We got a lot of Everest's wishes out of the way. Sierra has a wish to see a ghost, and I believe I have curfew disabled for the weekends, so I'm gonna send Sierra over to the graveyard. Sierra's aunt Zelda was here, so actually, is that her aunt? That would be her great aunt, because I believe that's Parker's aunt. But anyways, we found a ghost, and I think she actually died from drowning because she has like little water droplets coming from her. I don't know who that sim is though. Sierra also had a very high initial relationship with that ghost, so I'm wondering if that's because she's an evil sim. Alright, it is the next morning. Nova is up early, per usual. I'm gonna have her do a strength workout on the TV. And when she was done with that, I had her schedule Sierra's birthday party for around noon today. And now she's making breakfast for the kids. I was just thinking about this. I am surprised that she hasn't had any wants to go on a date with anyone, especially being that she's a flirty sim. And here is the birthday party setup. I got a buffet table, and I also went ahead and got a picnic table because I'm sick of people grabbing a slice of cake and then going all the way into the house. Just stay in the backyard, please. And both of the dads showed up. I am happy to see that. I think everyone we invited made it to the party, so that is nice to see. Okay, so we took Sierra to the cake. We now have 2 teenagers in the house, and she randomized the trait computer whiz. So that is super exciting. I clearly am not a computer whiz. It shows by how laggy my game is. Ugh, I don't know. What do you do though? It's The Sims 3, the most laggy game of them all. So of course Sierra rolled the want to get a job. I feel like that's the first want that any teen sim rolls. I'm gonna have her wait with that, but I could actually see her working at the graveyard. Nova and Parker seem to be on somewhat speaking terms. They're sitting at the table together and she wants to talk to him, so it's nice to see them not hate each other. And then Ileana and Dustin decided to be nasty and woohoo in Nova's bed. So they're disgusting for that. And then when they were done, they left. They are freaks. I don't even know what to think about those two. But they love each other, clearly. Everest has really been taking a liking to his guitar. He is now level 3, and we haven't even really directed him to work on that skill. I can really see him being a fitting sim for World Adventures. I could see him taking his guitar with him on his travels and, I don't know, playing guitar. I don't know, it's either that or his younger sister who wants to attack people all the time. Alright, and now with everyone leaving the party, all the Sims are in bed. So that concludes episode 6. I feel like a lot of progress has been made this episode, and I'm thinking, actually I already know, season 1 will be wrapping up next week. So I will catch you guys then. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!